Greetings, hunters, and welcome back to my channel. This is Emo from Emo Gaming, and I'd like to welcome you guys back to another Monster Hunter World news update video. Now, before we get started into the bulk of the news, I just want to tell you guys a little bit of a funny story here. Literally, as soon as I uploaded my last week's video, and I scheduled its time for when it was going to go live, as soon as that happened, as soon as I scheduled the time, pretty much like a half an hour later, Capcom went and released a next two weapon videos regarding the sword and shield and the dual blades. I had the long sword and the great sword covered in that news update video. And then throughout the week, they went and they added videos for all the different weapons. You can check those videos out on their official Capcom Japan YouTube channel, their Capcom UK YouTube channel. You can also check them out on the official Monster Hunter World Iceborne website. If you go and you scroll under the hunting section of the Iceborne website, there's a section for all the weapon videos, which I believe the English version uses the UK version of the weapon videos, because those ones had voiceovers, the Japanese versions didn't. And I believe also the Capcom US YouTube channel is now adding them, but they're kind of behind the other two, so those ones have all of them. I think the US one has only gotten up to the technical weapons last I saw, which is like the charge blade and the switch axe. And then to top it all off, after they did those 7 days of weapon videos, they pulled a typical Capcom and released something extremely hyped to end off their news. That being the Monster Hunter World Iceborne story trailer. We weren't expecting something this big to drop until E3, because during their spring development live stream they said like we would see you guys next at E3. So they pulled the rug right out from under us. We didn't expect anything this big, or I half expected it, because like I said, it's a typical Capcom move, but like it was still surprising. We got a whole bunch of new details in that story trailer. I'm not going to go into really big detail, but we got ourselves a new Legiana variant, the Screeching Legiana. We got ourselves our first look at Tigrex. We got what looks like Velkhana's ultimate attack. I also have a theory that Velkhana produces liquid nitrogen by looking at that ultimate attack, as well as a few other details in the trailer. And that we also got ourselves a tease that Glavenus, one of the Fated Four and flagship monsters of Monster Hunter Generations, is coming to Monster Hunter World, which is hype, especially since that means that we might be getting the other 3 members of the Fated Four. And then we also got ourselves a new hub area in the form of Celiana. And we also got ourselves a new mechanic with the tail riders, referred to as the Raider Ride, which allows you to ride around on your little tail rider monster buddies. So your Jagras, your Kestodons, your Gastodons, your Shamos, your Gyros, and whatever they decide to have in the Hoarfrost Reach. We don't know that area's tail rider species yet. But yeah, we got a little thing there. And while you're riding from destination to destination, you can go and prep yourself with a hunt, whether that be your ancient potion, max potions, your nutrients, your well done steaks, whatever you want to take before the hunt. You can do that while you're traveling at a much quicker pace than you used to have to do, because as you know, with Monster Hunter World, it's still better than previous Monster Hunter games, but when you're taking an item, you actually have to, you got this slow walking pace. Basically, they're amending that, and the biggest reason for that has to be the size the Hoarfrost Reach is. They kind of making it so it's almost a necessity to have this form of transportation. So if you want to see my videos on these two topics, you can look at the cards at the top right. The first video is a breakdown of the story trailer that they released, and the other video is follow-up information by looking at the official Monster Hunter World Iceborne website. Both of them, like I said, cards up above. Check them out. Obviously, you can also watch both the story trailer and the look at the other information, all on their official Monster Hunter World Iceborne website. I'll leave a link to that website in the description. You can take a look at all that yourself. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the news regarding Monster Hunter World. So let's get into the event quest coming up for this weekly reset. So starting over on the console version of Monster Hunter World, You have one other week of the Contract Woodland Spirit, the Witcher 3 collaboration, in which you fight an Ancient Leshen. So yeah, it's going on for next week as well, so that's still going to continue. You also got yourselves Kieran the Myth, in which you hunt 2 high... I think they're 2 low-rank Kieran, actually. Then you got the Wicked Wildfire Waste, which is when you go and you hunt yourself... and you do to get armor spheres and all that. You got yourself the Rock and Roll Recess, which is when you fight all the monsters in the Elder's Recess. Potentially grabbing some gold crowns. You get yourself the Snow and Cherry Blossoms, which is when you hunt a tempered Legiana and a tempered Pink Rathian in the Coral Highlands. And you got yourself a Relish the Moment quest, which is when you go and you hunt a tempered Devil Joe for a chance at Sullied and Shining Streamstones, which is also a very difficult quest. It's one of the more difficult quests that's in Monster Hunter World. Kind of up there with the Arch-Tempered monsters. So that's good. And then for Challenge Quest, the console has Challenge Quest 2 Beginner, which has you hunting... It just says slay all large monsters. I see a Tobi Kadachi, but I don't see can't make out in the picture what the other monster is. I don't really do challenge quests. Moving on over to the PC side of things. The big news for PC has to be with the fact that we are getting the Heralds of Destruction's Cry quest for the next 2 weeks, which, like I said last week, that is the Arch-Tempered Nergigante quest. Look forward to that. Then we also have ourselves the Chew the Fat, which we hunt 2 low-rank Great Jagras for chance of Great Jagras materials. Really good if you're first starting off in the game. You get yourselves Yaku with that, which hunts yourselves Kuliyaku and Atitsuyaku. Once again, it's just extra materials for those 2 for early on in the game. We also got ourselves the Deep Green Blues, which is when we go and we hunt all the monsters in the Ancient Forest for the chance at gold crowns. We have This Is How Revolt Start, which is how we hunt ourselves a Black Diablos and our regular Diablos. And then we have ourselves Relish the Moment. We got the Tempered Devil Joe quest next week as well. So once again, you get yourselves your Sullied and Shining Streamstones. And for the Challenge Quest, we have ourselves the Challenge Quest 2 Intermediate, in which we have to hunt 2 Odogarons. So that's all for this week. Just a quick update before I round up the video. I had to postpone my planned video because once I saw them releasing all this information, like I said, I half expected them to do something like a story trailer. So I was like, okay, I'm going to hold off just in case. Story trailer drops, and the information that we got in the story trailer, it is making me have to go through and re-record that video I had planned. Also, I have a theory video I was hinting at during that trailer breakdown, because the information on that trailer, I have had a theory for a while, and that kicked it into high gear. Hope you guys look forward to that. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, thumbs up. If you dislike the video, give it a thumbs down. Leave your thoughts in the comment sections down below. And as always, I hope you guys all enjoy. And let the Sapphire Star light your way. Later, hunters.